This is what the song Send in the Clowns sounds like on the keyboard. Those of you who are coming in, welcome, welcome, welcome. Do, 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 do. Okay. Alright. Good morning, everybody. Why do I always have the habit of saying that? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I want to welcome you to this meeting for today, Friday, February 5th, 2021. First of all, I just want to tell you that this is the lesson for Friday. Now, I used to do Wednesday lessons, but I think I'm going to switch it up to Friday lessons. The lesson for this Friday, and these lessons, by the way, they just come to me randomly. They could also come from my real life and what's going on around me. Maybe they could come from the books we're reading, or the things that we watch, or the people that I meet. It all depends. But this one, in particular, the lesson for today is to not judge people by what they do, their actions, particularly if those actions are said and done in the past. They don't matter now, because we look around and we don't see the past. We do not see the past. We see the present. You cannot live in the past, and that is so difficult to do during this whole thing right now. And I just don't want to keep on saying it because I'm sick and tired of talking about it. I really, really am. I know I keep reinforcing it and reinforcing it and reinforcing it. But I think that it's incredibly vital now, more than ever, because, well, it's the middle of winter. You can't get out. You can't go ride a scooter or ride a bike. I mean, you could walk, but there isn't much to do. So, finding things to do within your small little bubble, which is where you live, who you live with. And I hate to say this, but basically, that right there is the world. Your house right now and what's around it, your backyard. Of course, unless you were to travel someplace and, you wouldn't have to wear a face mask, well, then that would be the world too. But since I've spent so much time at home, and I'm sure that many people, many people are stuck at home right now, then this really applies to all of them. For those of you who are doing the cementing remotely and you're at home, then you're in the same situation as well. I mean, I do go over to Heimlich, and I do go over to the Invention headquarters once in a while, and go over to the the Invention building. But that's basically it. I mean, there's not really a whole lot of new information I could go on about, because I basically covered all of it. So, the least. Alright. Okay. So, the very first thing I want to talk about is the song, Send in the Clowns. That was the song that I just played by Judi Dench, and I also played on the keyboard. And we're going to be talking about the lyrics of that song. And what the story is about, and what the narrative is about, and the symbolism. Send in the Clowns, you would think that there would be like a jolly, wild, Very, very fast moving. But no, there was a really, really powerful and significant symbolism when you're talking about clowns in that song. They really, really do stand for the story, which is what a symbol is. It's something that stands for a larger idea, a larger concept, a larger situation, a larger feeling. It could be so many things. For example, for those of you who haven't read The Minister's Black Veil, I happen to have that short story by Nathaniel Hawthorne. He does have the symbol of the black veil. Putting that over you symbolizes what you are hiding inside, what you're ashamed of, and wanting to suppress that and hold it in. Just like we're reading The Glass Castle. What is Glass Castle a symbol of? It is a symbol of broken promises. It is a symbol of something so incredibly wonderful, so very complicated to build, but it represents a dream, a plan, a goal. But a goal, a dream, and a plan that you're not following through with. And the next thing you know, your father gets drunk and starts acting erratic. And then that whole thing goes out the window. And it represents something that you long for, something that you yearn for, your desire, but it's impractical. But it is just not possible. I mean, in the middle of a desert when it's dry, you're building a castle full of glass. I mean, in Frozen, which, look around, it's wintertime right now, Elsa does have, a glass castle, but it's an ice castle. But it's very, very similar. And I guess that they can kind of tie in together, and we're approaching, Frozen time of year here, coming up later this month, actually, just like we did last year. Because last year, you all came here, and we had a meeting. I can remember last February, on the 22nd, 23rd, 20th, and 21st, we had those 4 days. And one of the things I was talking about is, if you can recall, for those of you who were here, that we were going to go over to the elementary schools, and we had all the technology and magic that, a lot of it's shut down now, so we can't do that really. But, Idina Menzel was here with us, and she was going to go around to the elementary schools, and we were going to inspire and bring a little joy and a little comic, little break with, with Frozen and everything. But, well, then along came Corona, and we couldn't do that. Hopefully, next year, we'll be able to do that in 2022. That might be my last year doing this. So, we're just going to have to see what happens with everything going on. But, yeah. So, that is, so I was going back talking about symbols. So think of what the glass castle symbolizes. That's something that I want you to kind of maybe, that lady on that audiobook I was complaining about. Write an annotation. Blake, write an annotation. Yeah, okay. Well, I do want you to write an annotation. It is on the symbol of the glass castle. Now, before I get into that, there was 2 assignments. So going back to your earliest memory narrative, journal that you wrote, like, I think this week or a week ago, I want you to highlight what portions of it are memoir writing, and I'm going to explain to you what that is here. So I'm going to write that down. So, memoir writing. Oh, I didn't put it. Okay. So, yeah. So going through and highlighting portions that are memoir writing, and also there was an excerpt from the book. It's the scene where she was in the hotel, and there was fire coming at her up to her bed, and really sorting out the memoir versus narrative. It's important that you understand the difference between those 2 things, because you're going to be writing a journal, your personal memoir about an experience in your life, and talking about just how you felt and your feelings and your experience, and what you thought, your take on it, your reflection on it, which is what memoir writing is. So I was so scared because of this. I was feeling, a lump in my throat. I was feeling guilty because of this, all that type of thing. A direct reflection from you having to do with feeling, thought, not what actually happened. What actually happened. Only what happened. That's the narrative writing. Talking about what happened. But you and what you think or feel about it, that is memoir writing. I just want to clarify that. So, yeah, check off the list. Check. Boom. Check. Well, that looked more like a V than a check mark. Okay. So looking for those portions, I have directions written on my page for you to see. Google document kind of telling you everything of what you need, and links to other Google documents also there. So you're going to find it if you go on my page. I hope that you bookmarked it. Lopez Knowles and Minton. If you go to the page, Minton Activities page, and then you'll go to I've kind of listed it out by seasons. So, and I haven't prepped everything yet. So, that's as much organization for me as you're gonna receive. So, if you go to Aquarius season, going to my page, going to the tab that says Aquarius season, you'll find TED Talk, Aquarius songs, all the videos and audios recorded of those songs. I hope that you practiced yesterday. And you will also find Glass Castle. You will find a document. Click on that document. It says Glass Castle writings. Click on that document. It gives you all the writings. It gives you the earliest memory. Then if you go down, it talks about the memoir versus narrative, earliest memory. And then there was another one called Memoir versus Narrative, GL Excerpt. Glass Castle. That's what GL stands for. Okay, then I've actually put this in on the page itself, so it's not going to be on the Google document, but it's going to be a tab called Symbolism in the Glass Castle. That's what it's called. It's like purple and it's listed right below, and it gives you a prompt. And I want you to write based off of your reading from the story, based off of the events that have gone on in the story. What do you think the Glass Castle symbolizes just in general and relating it back to the story? Okay, that is what I want you to do. Okay? So, again, all directions are listed there. So then, as you can see under there, I have put pages, and I have published a page for Judi Dench as another Aquarius activity. Oprah was supposed to come here today, well, I have decided to kind of cancel plans for Oprah. Just yet, so just don't worry about that now, please. So if you go under Judi Dench, and there is multiple pages, so you go to Judi Dench, click the little arrow, looks just like Power School. Click on the tab that says Songs. Go there. The first song you're going to find is Carne Interest. So it's going to be, there's going to be multiple documents. Song analysis documents. I'll give a little writing, and then it will give all the songs. So I've kind of made it a little bit anonymous so that you can click and wonder what it is. So song 1, song 2, and then I haven't made all the songs. That's as much of it for now. So song 1 is her song honoring Carne Interest. We're going to worry about that later. Don't worry about song 1 right now. Worry about song 2. Song 2, I'm going to give it away, is Send in the Clowns. So you're going to be listening to a performance or an audio of her, and then there was also a video by Susan Boyle, because she sings it absolutely amazingly, in short, to say the very least. And you're going to be, just what do you think the song is about? What is the story behind it? What is the poetry of it using the figurative language? And then it asks, what do you think that the clowns in the song symbolize? What does Judy mean by clowns? Judy or Susan Boyle? Well, we'll worry about Judy because I think it's her song. So, it's from A Little Light Music. It's from 1996. It's like a theatrical performance musical. So yes. So looking at the symbolism for the clowns and what they represent. Reminder, Judi Dench will be coming tomorrow. She will be arriving tomorrow. Tomorrow is Saturday, the 6th of February, Deborah's Aquarius astrological birthday, February 6th. Aquarius birthday. Judi Dench will be, because as you know, Aquarius was astrology, so Judi Dench will be coming here tomorrow, okay? She will be coming in the afternoon, at 2, supposedly, and we're going to be having, and I'm going to be, be giving a, little announcement, a virtual meeting tomorrow. And for those of you that are here, you're going to be coming and you're going to be, you're going to be meeting her. Actually, changed my mind. There will be an in-person meeting tomorrow. There will be an in-person meeting. You all come here. She will be coming here. And you will get to meet her. And then we're going to get to know each other coming up this afternoon. I know that, Deborah and Colette will, they're already, they've already come here, so they will meet her. And Jeanette is also planning to come back to finish off Glass Castle with us. So she kind of comes and goes. And she will meet Judy as well. So you'll get to see Colette, Deborah tomorrow, Jeanette, and Judy tomorrow. Judy. Tonight we are having bibimbap, which is an authentic Korean dish. One of the side subjects, one of the side activities is watching Kimchi Chronicles. Sagittarian-like. And watching Just Add Magic. I want to talk about these two. So the first one is Just Add Magic. Dee Wallace. Find the resemblance between Dee Wallace and Judi Dench. They're both Sagittarius suns, born in December, only 3, 4, 5, 6 days apart from each other. Okay? Judi Dench, born December 9th, 1934. Dee Wallace, born the 14th December, 1948. The next resemblance is Kimchi Chronicles. A husband, and the whole idea with Korea. So work out the resemblance with Jean Pargeter from As Time Goes By, maybe, because we're definitely going to be watching episodes of As Time Goes By when she arrives here. Because we didn't really, make too big of a deal of that on December 9th of last year. So, this astrological year. But, so, trying to think here. There's a resemblance between Marja and her husband on Kimchi Chronicles, who came from France. His wife, Marja, originally from Korea. Maybe you can find the resemblance between them. They're very, very different, but there probably is one. So I guess you could kind of tie that in. I guess a lot of those themes are coming back. So, but anyway, I want to get on to what we're going to be talking about today. So, I was watching a documentary called Judi Dench, All the World, Her Stage, yesterday night, and I really do want you to watch it because it goes in depth about her childhood, her life, and the movies she's played in chronological order, and what kind of an actress she is, and why she is the most versatile actress. One of the most versatile actresses out there. She has a passion for Shakespeare. I know that a couple of years ago, when some of you were reading Romeo and Juliet, we were watching Shakespeare in the classroom. video on Shakespeare in Love. Maybe, that was back in 2019, where, she played Queen Victoria, Queen Elizabeth I, in that movie, and she's very famous, for theater, television, and movies, and she also played a mouse in a cartoon, which you're going to be hearing about. So, the documentary, Judi Dench, All the World at Her Stage. So, go watch that. So, then, today, Glass Castle. I just want to see what time it is. 3:31. Okay. So today we are going to be reading, some pages for that. Okay, so, here is how is, alright. Okay, well, I am making the executive decision that I don't want to do it. I don't want to do Glass Castle. Because on a live stream, it simply does not work too well. I think it's better for like an audio sound recording type thing. So I will probably be recording those pages just kind of on an audio. Okay? Since I want to kind of minimize these meetings. I am not going to feel bad for changing my mind, because I made I made it perfectly clear to everybody that I don't want to do something that I feel is redundant, that I feel is boring, that I feel is wasting my time. So I am not going to do that. There was a YouTube channel entitled Laura in the Kitchen. She makes a lot of Greek and Mediterranean dishes, so you might want to check that out, and I have